Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Kim Quady with KimPlaysWithPaper.com. I had a little technical difficulty, if anybody saw me pop on. In my excitement to show my cleaned off craft space, I clicked finish on the video instead of switching the camera around. So let me start over. Today, hi Dawn, thanks for popping back in. Just a small user error in my excitement. I clicked finish and instead of switching the camera. It looks like it's going to be a Tuesday. Hi Joan, thanks for joining. So today I'm going to show you some gift tags. I bought some wrapping paper at IKEA and I wanted to make some tags that matched. So I've been kind of just throwing the paper out there and trying to get some tags done. Hi, Linda. Thanks for joining. Thanks for coming back, Jan. All right, let's see if I can do it right this time. I'm just going to switch the camera around and instead of finish the video. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I was so excited to show you my table and then I got crazy. So this is just some really fun red and white paper from IKEA. So I wanted some gift tags for that. And then some craft and red and white. So I've thought some tags for that. And there's the Santa. I thought maybe that Stampin' Up's the Ho 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 kit might have something fun for that. So the tags, and we're going to write on them. People are going to throw them away. So they can go as easy or hard, not hard or complicated as you want. Hi, Beth. Hi, Fran. Stampin' Up's tailor-made tags dies are perfect for this. This is really a very basic tag. With some white embossing. It uses the brightest glow stamp set is just heat embossed. So that we can just throw those on at the very last minute. My husband actually wraps most of the gifts. So he's always said, do you have any more tags? Do you have any more tags? Hi, Jane. Thanks for joining. So I'm trying to get ahead of the game and make the tags. So very basic, very easy with the tailor-made tags dies. Another quick one that will match some of the paper I just bought is the Sweet Candy Cane Bundle. Again, just very easy with the tags. That tailor-made tags has two different tags, and then the candy cane just die cuts out of the designer series paper and a cute little sentiment. Another one with the tailor-made tags dies, that festive foils. I think that's on special. I think that's still available. Using the Christmas lights, the twinkling lights dies in the evening evergreen. So there's a cute little tag. Now that might not go. That might not go with my wrap, but it will work for something else. I know he is a keeper. He loves to wrap gifts and did all the decorating, and so that's awesome. This is a really fun one. Another one with the tailor-made tags dies, this time using the Peaceful Deer stamp set and Stamps Craft 6x6 paper. And that craft paper is going to be something that I can use that matches that wrapping paper that I have. Good morning, Sue. And then any of our shapes make great tags as well. Hi, Judy. So I just use the layering circles dies. And then if you can see back in the background, I embossed that with the Wintry 3D embossing folder. Good morning, Sandy. A little bit of white heat embossing on there. And the snowflakes were in our catalog, but sadly, they have sold out. Let me show you another version of that. So this time I just used the craft paper and then the layering circle on there with, and oh, I've got to have the jewels, the red rhinestones, and then the pearls. So I think those are going to go really well with that wrapping paper. Now, because these snowflakes are sold out, we still have another option. There are lots of other snowflakes available. So this is another one that I made. That snowflake, again, comes from the Twinkling Lights dies, and these are going to be retiring, and the dies are currently on special in the online store. And some more white heat embossing, and again, I had to emboss with the Wintry 3D embossing folder. Good morning, Tammy. Pearls again. And hi, Diane. Thanks for joining. If you guys follow me, you know how I love gold and gold heat embossing. So I have just a piece of the thick, very vanilla cardstock, some gold shimmer paper. I heat emboss this snowflake in gold, and then I have a little gold, or I think my champagne rhinestones. I love those as well, and a little bit of the gold trim and the two from and back, so you can write on those. So I did want to just make a couple of those this morning, because I just have a ton of these snowflakes left. So if you had the opportunity to order those, good for you. But we've, in the past, Stampin' Up's had lots of different dies. Good morning, Wendy from Minnesota. So you could substitute any of those. But for my purposes, I really liked the craft 6x6 paper, and I used one of the layering circles, the real red, and that's again embossed with the Wintry 3D embossing folder. There you get two folders, and the other one some ferns, so that's a good bargain there, a great thing to have for Christmas. And then I have that delicate snowflake here. They were in last year's catalog and this year's, and then I have just a little piece of the craft cardstock, cut little piece 2.5 by 1.5 inch. And the sentiment comes from the Peaceful Deer stamp set, and I'm just going to use red with that. So these tags can be done in all different kinds of designs. I took the colors, and what's really cool is Stampin' Up has 50 colors. So whatever wrapping paper you purchase or whatever gift bag you purchase, Stampin' Up is going to have the colors to match your paper. And it's so fun to start getting out all of the supplies and saying, well, I could use this, or I could use this. So we've stamped that in with our real red. And then I'm just going to layer the pieces together. Actually, I do want to, I want to do the to and from on the back before I do that. And I had some paper pumpkin stamps, and I've just layered the to and the from on there. So that's going to stay there until I'm done making tags. Just going to use some Memento ink with that. Better practice before I put it on my tag. I was doing some other tags where everything ended up upside down. So I have to watch that. That's one thing to be careful of, is that's the top. So I'm just going to flip it over. And something I learned too is when I put the snowflake on, I need a place to punch punch a hole. So I'm going to just put some glue dots on the back of my snowflake, and I'm going to layer the snowflake on that tag so I can punch the hole for the string, or I mean, I'm using my other favorite, linen thread. I do have an old little punch from Stampin' Up, but if you have your take your pick tool, you could use this end of the tool to put your hole in there. And there's just some linen thread, again, one of my faves. I think it's $5 a roll, so I use just a bunch of it. Again, it matches with our craft cards that comes in 6x6, and I think it goes with that wrapping paper I bought. I also bought some, I'm kind of partial to Night of Navy, so I bought some Night of Navy with snowflakes on it over the weekend. So now I need to be making some tags for that. So there's that cute little snowflake, and I have our mini Stampin' Dimensionals, these little teeny guys. So yeah, thank you, Judy. It is fun. It just kind of adds. I always say, and that's why my husband wraps the gifts. I always say that you don't want me wrapping gifts, at a fundraiser or like a department store, because I'm an accident waiting to happen. But I'll make the tags and kind of make it fun, make it festive, and I pop that up. And then, of course, gotta have my red rhinestone jewels. These are my favorite. I don't know. I hope we keep these forever because they're good for a lot of things. So there is, and thank you, Fran. While I'm making tags to show everyone how I did this, I'm going to add that to my tag collection. I'm going to make one more. I'm going to make this with the Peaceful Deer stamp set. So let me bring in what I have. This is my, I cut the tag with the TaylorMade Tags dies, and this is one of the larger ones. I do have a vellum circle cut with the Stylish Shapes dies. I have a place some cardstock to stamp my deer. And this is what the craft 6x6 paper looks like. Item number 156325. And then here is the Peaceful Deer. Now this one's in the annual catalog, so you can still get this. This is still available. And so I did use the Let's Celebrate from there, and then I used the Merry Christmas on the other one. So I do need to stamp with my deer, and I'm going to stamp him in red. In order to make that work out, I'm going to get a good image, is to use my the Stampin' Pierce mat. And there's the coordinating punch, so I'm going to be sure that I'll stamp on the left-hand side, so I'll be able to punch that deer out easily. Get some good coverage on that. Good morning, Don. Thanks for popping in today. Yeah, looks good. Looks great. Helps that I think I re-inked the pads. So I'll put my deer here. Kind of get a good pressure on that. Love the punch where you can just slide the punch in and line it up, and there's going to be pieces spraying everywhere. There are antlers available for this as well, but I'm not going to use the antlers. But if you want to add some antlers, you may. Alrighty. Oh, we do need to stamp on the tag, the Let's Celebrate. Here we are. Just ink that up in red. Again, I always like to just practice to make sure I've gotten good ink coverage on there. Stampin' Pierce mat again. But what usually happens is that you get a really nice image on your practice, and then when you go to actually do it on the paper, sometimes it's not so good. But that's perfect. Hi, Brenda. Thanks for joining. While I don't have anything on it, let's turn it over and do the to from. That will work. I have a couple of them. We have several, some in the paper pumpkin kits. And there is a right side and a wrong side to this stitch, so you might want to watch that too. The stitching's just a little bit more known there. All right, so I did pop up with dimensionals. What I'm going to do first, though, is put the dimensionals on the back of the deer. And I just punched him. Here he is. I know he's here somewhere. I'll grab those. Maybe I'll get one of the mini dimensionals. But I thought I can do the deer and Knight of Navy for that other wrapping paper. So it's just been fun. I probably spending more time on tags, but you know what? It makes me happy. It's fun to create and it's fun to share. And then so that my adhesive doesn't show on through the vellum, I'm just going to turn the deer over and apply the right there. And so some photos of these and the replay will be on my blog at kimplayswithpaper.com. Let me know if you have any questions about the product, the technique, how they go together. I'd love to help you with anything. If you have, yes, Joan, go make a bunch. It's fun. And maybe someone will notice before they tear into their lovely gift. I also have some of our real red ribbon. And I'm just going to slip that through the little, there's several ways to do, you could make a loop, but I'm just going to make this decorative. So I have that baker's twine, some white, and well, actually, I didn't cut any. I really should use my linen thread, but oh, the white's fine. And sometimes we forget about the holiday sets that are in the annual catalog because we get so excited about the holiday mini. There we go. All right. And then I have one last thing to add. We'll add some rhinestones. Painful, isn't it, to watch me tie, trim, 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 and trim. All righty. And of course, my red rhinestones. A gasp if I ever use anything other than that, right? But I love lots of the little jewels. I have I don't know how many packages of these open and started, so I just have to always find them. Put the tree on. And we're ready to go. Another tag. I'll go put this in the box and my husband can start wrapping. Awesome. So just fun making some tags that will match with my paper that I bought from IKEA. They always have some fun stuff. Thanks so much, everyone, for watching today. Please let me know if you have any questions about how it went together. Here's a few others that I showed earlier. Lots of different ways to use all of our Stampin' Up! Products besides, in addition to cards. And what's cool is any of these could be added to the front of some cardstock to make a card as well, so they don't have to be just tags. So Thank you, everyone, for joining me this morning and spending some time with me to make some tags. I hope things are going well for everybody. I will have a great rest of your Tuesday, the rest of your week and weekend, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much, everyone. Bye-bye.